So here's the updated scene that I made for the organic reaction classifications. And these that say 21, 22 are really supposed to say things like SN1 or SN2, E2. So the type of reaction is what these little tiles are. So this, you'll need to put in the proper labels for the small tiles here. That's easily done in scene view. So I'm in scene view now. And if I just click on this first one, it says 21 right now, but maybe it should say SN2 instead. So if I, looks like I need to double click, and then I get the text box that's in the middle. And so on the right, you can see it says 21 right now. If I wanted it to say SN2, I just type that into the text input. And you can see it now says SN2 here. And if I want to go to the next one, you can see it's just as easy as a double click. Change 22 to something, well, to change it to what it should be. If for some reason this method doesn't work for you, the slow, tedious way is to find in the hierarchy the tile you want to change, like tile 22, find the canvas, find the label, and when you get to that level, then the text input will show up on the right in the inspector. I'll play this game in fast motion. So you will have noticed that the way I have it coded right now, all these bigger tiles came up first, and now the smaller tiles are coming up. So that's an option you can change if you like. If you want the small tiles and the big tiles to come up as a mixed bag, I will show you how to do that. But first I'm going to finish this. So you can see when I finished it all, it comes up with this game over message. So I call this a game over tile. It is in the hierarchy right here, game over tile. So that will tell the player what score they got and whether it was high enough to move on to the next round. If it is high enough, then this advance to next scene button will appear. If it's not high enough, only the try again button will be shown. So I'll click advance to next scene. And here you see there's an error message. Scene with build index 2 could not be loaded because it has not been added to the build settings. So that's a clue for you that you need to add a scene to the build settings using File, Build Settings. So let me do that now. I clicked out of the play mode. Up at the top, File, Build Settings. And what I need to do is add a scene. So the way you usually do that is, my open scene right now is called Force Recant. Let me add that. So now I have 2 scenes in build. I could add more than that by opening the scene that I want to happen next and add it to the build. Let me try to rearrange the order here. So I just clicked and dragged. So now Force Recant is first scene, which is actually index 0, and SN and E reactions is now index 1. So here I've just completed the game again, but in my build settings I have 2 scenes. So I'm hoping now that when I click advance to next scene, it will do just that. So there it is. So this is the S, N, and E reactions. And so it just loaded the next scene. So again, to populate more scenes, it's File, Build, Settings, Add Open Scene. So here these changes were made in a couple places. The score tile has the scorekeeper script, which I updated with more script, because now it has the game over tile and it has the different messages. One of the things you as the teacher need to set is the percent score needed to advance. So that's right now set at 90%. So you'll see that it calculates based on that. I just press play. It calculates the score needed to pass, which is 216 total points in this game. The second thing you'll notice is that multi-scene game here is selected. So if you are building a game that will have multiple levels, you need to check this box in the scorekeeper script on the score tile. Change in the score script, you can change the penalty for wrong placement. So right now it's set at -3 points if you put in the wrong place. So I just lost 3 points. Just lost 3 more. But you could make it a bigger or smaller penalty here in the score script. Lastly, the deck sorter up here near the top has this box to check, small cards after large. So this is the sorter that randomizes the original tiles and has them come up one at a time. So if I uncheck this box and now press play, then I'm going to get a mixture of the small with the large. So the picture came up and now here's this one and I'm supposed to say where does it go. So I thought for the game that is here it would be better to do all the reaction products first and then try to classify the reaction type. But if you feel that's wrong, you can just on the deck sorter unclick the box and then it will have this mixture as I'm showing you right here.